We need a
The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He'll be out of bounds at the 23 after gambling and bringing it out of the end zone. From the gun, give on the inside. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. Nice job to get it past the sticks and then get him down at the 35. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll ride Davis here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The give on the option. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the... There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
He played off.
All week think about setting the
And I ran out of time. I wanted to put him on a comeback.
Let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Punt is on its way. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Bunch formation for these receivers. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Finds his man, it's Watkins. And he's brought down after a nice gain. LSU right back to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. On the move at the 30. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Rush will get to him at the 25. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. That's caught. It's Watkins. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
A shot toward the end zone.
Good catch.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He stopped immediately.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. He fires to the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. leaves it with the running back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The run to the right. Runs through a tackle. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Snagged in the middle, it's Green. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Man, I love on 3rd down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, LSU. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
I was out there dead to rights by myself.
Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Kentucky. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give to Davis. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes it past the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, first down here. Handoff from the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The offense changing the play. To the air. It's Dyer. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And this game is going perfect for the defense right now. They haven't been on the field that much. The offense hasn't had that many possessions. Here we are at the end of the first half. They're still pitching a shutout, and they're ready for this quarterback to take shots. They're sensing the frustration, and that time in perfect position, forcing that incompletion.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Pulls it, fired complete. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. LSU quick to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run the option. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Now on the option. Breaks the tackle. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Great job by the defense that time. One of the best things you can do against a team trying to run option is get penetration. Because when you get penetration on the quarterback, you disrupt the relationship between him and the pitch guy. And you saw it happen that time. The pitch guy ends up getting it, but everything's discombobulated. He's way behind the line of scrimmage, nowhere to go, and it's a big negative play.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking for a man. It's Dyer. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds a tight end. Breaks into the open. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The short hands, it's Watkins. Lots of running room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line, and boy, did they need a little breathing room. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now facing a 3rd and long. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's a passing situation. And you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. It's complete on the right side. And he'll haul it in.
I tried to cover it myself, and I got kicked immediately.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Looking to pass. It's Dyer.
Okay.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Coleman. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He slings it deep to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Off the play fake. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. Powers through the defender. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They boot it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Defense playing a bail technique. A quick pass to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Quick strike complete. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Line getting set on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Trying to get behind the defense. And he's gonna
I didn't know where he was throwing it. I was deep. I didn't know where he was throwing it.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Farrell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He leaves it with his back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. The Tigers will hustle to the line. Takes the handoff. It's Hill. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see.
There he goes. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Knowles. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. South Carolina is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 21 over Kentucky. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are...
It's a seam wide open. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. And the Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Might be looking to run. Got out of trouble and throws. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Quick completion to the right.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this.
Damn.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take it in for 6 more points. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these... Oh, he's got some space. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
To the air, it's Dyer. Pressure coming.
Nothing I can do, man.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down.
He know not to press my wide receivers.
Great response by this defense. You give up the big play. What do?
He know not to press him. He know you press my wide receivers. That's it.
Get the negative play and get the momentum right back.
Motion from the wideout. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Seminoles decide to punt it away.
Number 22 in punt formation to kick it away.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down.
LSU offense will take over. First and 10.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standards. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Bulldozes his way through. And he's brought down after a nice game. He is having a day, and there's still a ways to go, but pretty soon he might make a call on Kayshon Boutte's single-game receiving record.
Yeah, and if I'm him, I'm going to my QB and be like, listen, dog, I'm close. Feed me that rock. I want to go get the record. Nobody's guarding me. Nobody can stop me. Just get it to me, and I'll make the plays for you. And right now, listen, if I'm the LSU quarterback, I'm like, yeah, you keep doing that, I'll keep feeding you the rock.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Caught in the backfield, it's Watkins. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt.
And man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he'll bring it back. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The handoff to Johnson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll go to the ground. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Noles really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Here's the pressure. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Got it in the middle. It's Green. Guys, LSU has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They'll run play action. Looking for a deep man. Snags it down the right side. pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy: just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field. Attack.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Fires to the tight end. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of...
Turns it on down the left side. The 20. Touchdown, Florida State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Tough to beat action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Eastern Michigan. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Now adjusting. Going to try to get it himself. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now, throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Wants to go up top on first down. Keeps the play going. He's going to take off. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
From the gun, running back on the move. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They feed him again. They'll stop him short of the line to gain. Stopped him just short of the 20 at the 19. It'll be 4th down. And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They go to the ground. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. Here he comes with the return. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Here's the handoff. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give from the gun. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. The Seminoles will punt this one away. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
LSU offense will take over 1st and 10.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He's got him. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have.
Makes the grab inside the 30. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
At the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, LSU.
One more play to pad the stats. They'll run the option. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense.